Good evening to you all. I am Rajita Devi, Government Degree College, Hayat Nagar, Department of Computer Science. Today I am going to discuss about on the thing of BSc 6th semester Computer Networks. In that, the topics are in computer networks. In this lecture I'm going to discuss about on this topic information and communication technology. In that, what is data communication and how it will work on computer networks. In that, I'm going to discuss about on these things, data, what is data communication and data communication components and data transmission mode, and then data communication measurement and common network devices. And then I am going to discuss about on the thing computer, about on computer networks and network topologies, and then media access. These are the topics today I am going to discuss about one by one. In this, what is data communication? Which is data means anything we are calling with anything that is a data. With the data we are collection of communicate with the help of with the connection of hardware and software, which is known as a data communication. With the help of collection of hardwares, by using the softwares we are communicating the data from one place to another place. And then facilitate intersystem. We are facilitating the intersystem exchanging of information between different devices. Whenever we facilitate in the systems or intersystems exchanging of information, whenever we want the information, we want to exchange one place to another place, the that information between different devices, that information will pass down to the different devices via we are using this by using wired and wireless transmission medium, like that. After that, transfer of data. Whenever we want to transfer, by using the devices we are transferring the data from by using the with the help of a different wired and transmission medium. Whenever we transfer of data, the method of transfer, whenever we are using that method having some data that is exchanged the method of transfer, and the prevention the data during the transfer process, which is a prevention, which is having some prevention by using the data during the transfer process. In this, some figure will be there, the network, how will be the network connected with the some those systems. First one, we are a network element. In this case, first we have data communication and data networking. How we communicate? In this figure I'm shown here. In this, so many systems with the connection of devices with more than 4 devices will be there, that is a workstation will be there. In this, which is having communication server will be there, which are connected, the systems are connected with the communication server. First one having some server will be there, and having which is having the communication server will be there, that are connected to the data communication and the networking. In that networking, in that server, medium devices will be there. In this medium, which is having some medium files will be there. After that, the data communication and networking having network elements. Some network elements will be there, which is whenever we want to the type of information we retrieving, we retrieving, or whenever we want to see, or we are retrieving the data type which is communicated both about the both devices sharing or transfer and transferring the data from one system to another system. This is about the network elements. By using the network elements, we are transferring the data. After that, data communication components. Some components we are using communication components. 5 basic components messages are there in this information to be communicated with the system, and sender will be there. I am sure which is in the shown figure. Sender will be there and the receiver will be there. In that transmission mode, media is there. In the transmission, whenever the receiver want to take a transmission media which is having that type of data, receiver receiving that messages by using the sender and receiver, which is having some protocols. By using the protocols, basic component messages are passed to the one system to another system. That is by using the sender. Sender devices sends the messages, receiver devices receives the messages, and medium will be there. In this physical path communication, the receivers are there. Physical path is communicating the devices that are receiving that information. These are the 5 basic components of protocols. Messages. In this last one is the protocol will be the set of rules, which is having set of rules coordinating the exchange of information. Whenever we are using the protocols that are that sets the rules, which is having some set of rules coordinates, and which coordinates the exchange of information, which exchange the information. These are the basic components of data communication. And then data transmission mode is there. In this, data transmission refers to the direction of a signal flow between two linked devices. Whenever we are using the data transmission mode, it refers to the direction, in which direction we want to send a signal flow between two linked devices, which is having linked devices. And in that case, a simplex will be there, which is in that simplex unidirectional, and only one of the communicating devices transmit information, the other can be only receive it. Unidirectional simplex mode will be there, and only one of the communicating device, which is having only one communicating devices, that only transmit the information, and the other can only receive it. Only other can receive it. In this simplex after half duplex is their transmission mode. Each communicating device can receive and transmit information. Every communicating device can receive, which is having mode of receiving devices, and transmit information, which is a transmit the information, but not at the same time, which is not done at the same time. This is about half duplex. And full duplex will be there. Both communicating devices are which are both communicating devices to transmit and receive data simultaneously, one after another, which will communicate the devices and transmit the type of data. This is about data transmission mode, simplex and half duplex and full duplex. In the data transmission mode, some are the examples I am shown here, which is station 1 and station 2 will be there. This is a simplex mode. In station 1, everyone that information passing in only one direction, only one way, which has in the receiver of station 2. This is about a simplex transmission mode. And half duplex of example is the forward alternatives with receive. With reverse will be there, which is half duplex, and then forward and then backward will be there. Both are forward alternates with the reverse, which is having both directions. And full duplex will be there. In this full duplex, simultaneously one after another, it will send and it will receive, and it will send and receives. This is a full duplex mode, transmission of data. After data communication measurement, how can we measure the data communication and how can we measure the type of data? In this case, measurement of quantity of data passed down a communicating a link in a given time in term of bandwidth. Whenever we are measuring of quantity of data we are passing down by using the communication link, link will be there in a given time. Whenever they are given in the time in terms of bandwidth, it only communicating the data. the type of quantity of data, that is measuring of data, and which is having a link, which is have a given link in the term of bandwidth. After that, bandwidth means it refers to the maximum value of information which holds the maximum value of information transferred over any communication media. Bandwidth with a maximum value, which is having a maximum value of information, and then transferring over any communication medium which is having communication media in which is work on any communication media. And then communication data transfer rate is measured in a unit called is a baud or a bits per seconds, which is in bandwidth. Communication data transfers rate is measured, which rate which is measured in a unit, which is having measured in unit. Measured is bandwidth having the measured unit is that is baud. Then also we are calling with the bits per second. When bits per second, these bits are communicating the data transferring rate. And the levels of bandwidth follows into 3 units. That is categories, and bandwidth capacity lies between 64 kbps and 1.5444 mbps. This is about bandwidth of bandwidth of capacity. And wide band will be there in between 1.544 mbps to which is having known also called known as T1 lines, and 45 mbps, and T3 lines will be there. Broadband will be there, wide band and broadband, two categories of bandwidths in this equal to 45 mbps are a T3 lines will be there. These are the categories of bandwidths. And then common network devices are there. In this, the network interface cards will be there. This is also known as in short NIC we are calling with network interface card. In expansion card we are also called with installing into connect computer to the network. Whenever we are installing that is connected to the computer to a network, provides the physical and electrical and electronic connections to the network, which provides physical, electrical and electronic connections to the network. Media built into the motherboard of the computer, which is media having built in to the motherboard of computer as shown in the figure. NIC card is there in this, that is NIC card is connected with the CPU back in that, which is cable with some connections will be there. This is known about the NIC card. After that, common network devices. Common network devices are there. In these common network devices, the repeater is there. The first one is the repeater, which applies or repeats network signals to extend the maximum reach of a network, which whenever the repeater repeats network signals to extend the maximum reach of network, whenever we want to signals more, then the repeater repeats signals to extends, and then receive network signals on one port and applies the repeat them out on the other port. Whenever the receiver network signals on one port will be there, receiver having network signal only one port and applies the repeat them out on the other port will be there. This is the interconnected different media types will be there, which is as shown in the figure. In this, a client will be there, more than one client is there, and then one printer is there. The thin net we are calling with, this is called thin net. In that thin net having a repeater, which is the repeater having a client, two more clients will be there, and that is the thick net. This is about the common network devices. In this other one is that the common network devices are the hub, Next one is the hub. The central device in a star topology receives a signal on one port and repeats it to all other ports. That is a multi-port repeaters, which is having multi-ports. More than one ports will be there, as shown in the figure. Central devices in a star topology. Whenever we are using central devices which is having star topology, it receives signals on one port only and repeat it all other ports, which is repeat the for all other ports, or we can call it as multi-port repeaters. We are calling it a multi-port repeater. That is shown in the figure. Whenever we are using the hub, that is having multi-ports on only one device. This is known as hub. And the next network device is in this the bridge is there. After that the bridge is there in this. This is one type of common network device. The bridge locally separates a single network into two segments, which is having a separate link in a network into two segments will be there. Keep the traffic means traffic meant for stations one on segment on that side of bridge and the not left that traffic pass to the other side. Whenever we are trying only one on bridge, keeping traffic which is having a logical separation, a single network in a two segments will be in that network devices which is having only single. In that case, keep traffic. Whenever we are using more than sites which will want to network devices, then the traffic meant for stations on one segment only on that side of the bridge, and the no left will be there is no left will be there, the traffic pass to the other side. This is known about one common network. In that case, how can we improve the network performance? Because traffic is not propagated unsuccessfully unnecessarily on all the network segments. Whenever we want to improve the performance in that cases, in that above cases, because traffic is not propagated, the traffic is not propagated unnecessarily on all network segment. In that cases, we are using this type of media, this type of computer networks which is having like that internet will be there. In that internet which is having some wireless routers or like that DSL or cable medium, like that we are using connected with the cloud. After that connection, computer equipped with wireless adapters, because of in more than types will be there. And then notebooks are equipped with wireless PCMCIA cards used, and wireless bridges used that are connected to the gaming connections and network switches, then that are also communicated with the computer equipped with the network adapters. These are the types whenever we are using the above type of problems we can done with these component devices. And then common network devices will be there, other will be there, that is Ethernet switch will be there. Ethernet switch will be there. In high performance multi-interface bridges is there, divide large networks, which are subdivided into large networks. Whenever we are using high performance, we want to take high performance, in that case we are using multi-interface bridges. We are using multi-interface bridges, and that are subdivided into large networks and prevent the unnecessary flow of network traffic from one segment to another segment, or in a case of cross segment traffic will be there. In this prevention, we are using unnecessary flow of network traffic will be there. In that case, we are using from one segment to another. We are using one, after only next one will be there. Or you can use in that case of cross segment traffic will be there. In other cases, direct the frames only across the segments and containing the source and destination hosts will be there. In other cases, we are using frames directly the frames only, we are only across the segments and containing the sources and destination hosts we are using in the Ethernet switch only. In this shown in the figure, network cloud will be there, component A, computer B, and these are connected. Network notebook will be C will be there. These are connected with a router that are connected with the DL cable media that are connected with the internet cloud will be there. These routers are connected with the switch, and switch having notebook A and then computer D will be there. Whenever we want to avoid the facing problem, we are using these type of devices. We can solve this one, the above problems above. And then common network devices, the router is also is there. In this connects a multiple dissimilar network segments into an internet. In this special purpose computer than a simple electronic devices will be there. In a simple electronic devices is there. In this special purpose computer than a simple electronic devices reads source and destination addresses of a packet, and the forward it based on the information it gathered about the network. Whenever so many multiple connections are connects is there, then multiple and dissimilar network segments into an internet work will be there. In a special purpose computer than a simple electronic device is there reads source and destination addresses, which reads the source as well as a destination address as a packet and forwards based on the information it gathered about the network, which is gathered about the network only. Make intelligent decisions about the best way of the forward packets. By using of a router, making intelligent decisions about the best way to forward packet. How do the forward packeting? In this case, the network router is there. Example, the connections are is there. In this the wireless outdoor sensors will be there, which is having high speed internet. In this high speed internet, 330 FL wireless connections with there, that is a wireless display is there, the computer is there. In network router, first one is there in that, which is having connected in the both all the connected with this LAN cable will be, and wireless gateways, and then game station, and then printer, computer, those all are connected with this network router. Example of connections. This is about the computer network devices. After that, computer network. In this collection of two or more computers connected together and share information and sources. Collection of two or more computers, which is having one or two or more than computers connected together and share the information that information has sources, sharing information having their sources. Interconnected by the telephone lines, coaxial cables and satellite links and radio and some other communication techniques are interconnected with this. And small network or large internet and worldwide network will be there. And then in these three primary categories are there. In this, based on the size of the network, the distance it covers, and the type of link used in interconnection, local area network will be there, metropolitan area network is there, and wide area network is there. LAN, MAN, WAN will be there. These are the three types of primary categories. In this local area network, LAN is there, span only a small category area such as offices, buildings or campuses. We are using a LAN purpose, and uses a variety of telecommunication media. Ordinary telephone wiring, coaxial cables are used in these cases. And look, these are the types of LAN, and the to communicate each pieces have a circuit board called a network interface called, that is we are calling above I told this NIC cards will be there. Uses 5 servers or network servers having a large hard disk capacity is there and contains network operating system and program that controls communication sharing of network resources, which is whenever we are having network operating system programs that control the communication, which is having controlling total controlling communication sharing all of network resources, which is having a local area network LAN. After that, metropolitan area network is there, that is a MAN we are calling with this, also called large computer network, usually spanning a campus or a city. Whenever we are using this type of network, large computer networks, usually we are using in this type of networks as spanning a campus. Spanning a campus or in a city, we are using this type of networks and use wireless infrastructure. We are using this purpose, we are wireless infrastructures or optical fibers, we are using the connections to link their sites, and after that support both data and voices and related to the local cable television networks, which is as shown in the figure, that is a CTR. We can take another one, that is a wireless warehouse, that is having 20 km and then 10 km which is a factory, and other 160 km is the regional branch officer. This type of networks we are used in this one, LANs. After that, WAN, wide area network, which we are using in these types, span a relatively large geographical areas. We are using for large geographical areas and consisting of 2 or more LANs will be, which is having in more than 1 LANs connected with this WAN. In this relatively large graphical areas we are used in this, consisting of 2 or more LANs will be there, are often connected through public networks. We are used whenever we are using in such cases public networks such as telephonic systems and internet, and connected through the leased lines or satellites, which are connected through a leased lines or satellites. This is about a WAN, and as shown in the figure, we are connected with the WANs are for total WANs will be there, all are connected with the regional offices and trustnet managers and corp HQs like that, and data centers will be there, overseas WANs will be there, and data centers. These are all connected with the WANs. They are using these purposes. After that, WANs differ from LANs. How can we differ in this? Small distance to faster WAN, difference in between smaller distance faster, and WAN is a greater distance, and LAN is a speed and WAN is a slower speed for permanently, and the permanently connected LAN and only WAN was connected. And after that, private network is LAN, and the public or private network having the WAN, and transport is a LAN, and transport full of duplex having WAN will be there, and half duplex communication is a LAN, and communications are only the difference in between WAN and LAN. And peer-to-peer networks will be there. In this, all computers are equal peers, which is peer-to-peer networks. Whenever we are using all computers are equal, whenever all computers are equal, that's our we are calling with the peers. A client that are request the resources and servers that provides resources, and then upon the request, whenever you are the request is the request resources are depends on providing the resources upon only resources upon request. They are categorized by the following. Security is not centralized. Whenever we are doing a security, the security is not centralized. Each computer is responsible to check access for its resources. Whenever we are using a security, that is not centralized, which is having not centralized, and each computer is responsible to check. Every computer will check, which is having a responsibility to checking access for its resources. Network is not scalable, good only for a new number of computers, that is less than or equal to 10 each user, and each having user is responsible for local back. backup, which every user responsible for local backup, and no specialized operating system is required, and Windows NT 4.0 workstations will be there, and which is depends on Windows 95, 98, Windows 2000 Pro and etc. are sufficient will be there. The above figure as shown in the figure, peer-to network model will be there. Other people will also will connect with this U and peer-to-peer network, the one to another one, which is connected, both are other peoples will be there. This is about the peer-to-peer model. And then client server network will be there. There exists a dedicated servers provide resources and servers when the requested. They are categorized by following. Security is centralized. Whenever we are using a security is centralized and tighter. All user accounts are stored in same database on the server. Whenever we are using the accounts, that user accounts are stored in the same database. All the user databases are stored on the only one server. This is a security. For that purpose, we are using security centralization. And then the network is highly scalable. In that cases, we are using highly scalable and tens of thousands of workstations in that network, and backup is centralized. Whenever we are using that type of networks which is having backup is centralized and done by backup operators. And specialized network operating systems are required. These type of specialized networks operating systems are very required, such as Windows NT and 4.0 servers, Windows 2000 servers, and Noble NetWare, etc. For this purpose, we are using this type of operating system as shown in the figure. Server will be there that are connected with the clients. All our clients will be there that are retrieving the type of data from the client, from the server. After that, the network topology will be there. The physical configuration of a network topology is determines how the network computers are connected. Which are connected, how can we, the network topology as which are connected with the fully connected network topology, which are having totally all are connected with the fully connected network topology will be there. And mesh network topologies, some are connections will be there, some are not connections with this there. And then star topology is which is having only one server will be there, which are connected with the other system, and internet will be there. And the common bus topology, which is having a one way and which is connected with the one side and next side will be there. And then ring topology, which is having one connected with the another and last one connected to the next first one, which is having around ring network topologies. These are the topologies, types of topologies, networks. And then network topologies. Next one, bus topologies. In brief, all computers are connected to a single cable, which is having a single cable in bus topology. The cables is terminated at its ends to avoid signal bouncing, which is having a signal bouncing. The cable is terminated and its ends to avoid signal bouncing. When a computer wants to send data to another computer, whenever we are the computer wants to send data, whenever we want to send one data to another computer, it places the data and address of the recipient's computer on the cable, which is having address of a recipient computer on the cable. Only the computer those addresses included with the data accept the data. The computer those addresses having which is having the addresses is included, which is having included with the data accepts and accepts the data. The bus topologies as shown in the figure, the data flow is connected with the terminator is there and connected with those systems, and the data flow is connected with the below systems and through the data from one system to another system. This is a bus topology. And the network topology is in this advantages of bus topology is a topology easy connect a computer or peripheral to a linear, which is having a easy connection. And bus requires less cable length than a star topology, which is a less cable we are using for a less cable length than star topology. Disadvantages of a bus is the in this network shuts down if there is a break in the main, which is a cable terminates are required at both ends of the both ends, and backbone cable difficult to identify the problem if the entire network shuts down. Network can slow down in heavy traffic. This is the main disadvantages of by using a bus topology. After that, network topologies, the star topology is there. In this star topologies, each computer is connected to a central device which is having hub. We are calling with hub by a separate cable. Whenever when a computer wants to send data to another computer, whenever we want a computer sending data from one to another, it sends the data and the address of the recipient computer to the hub, which is having address of hub will be there. That is the recipient computer. The hub sends it every computer connected to it. Every computer, whenever the hub sends it, every computer connected to it, and only the computer those addresses included with the data accepts and the data. Only whenever we are using only one computer, those having some address will be there. That is included with the data accepts, which is having data accept the data. This is a star topology. And this concentrator, or we are calling with the hub, where that is the main is the hub that are connected with the systems and nodes will be there. This is a star topology. After that, advantages of star topologies are there in this: easy to install and wire will be there, no disruption to the network, then connecting or removing. This is advantages. Devices easy to detect a fault. Whenever we get the fault, that is easy to detect and remove the parts. And failure of one computer does not affect the reset of the network. Whenever we are failure, one computer does not affect which do not affect the rest of computer, the network. And disadvantage of star is the requires more cable length than a linear topology. And if the hub or connected fails, nodes attached are disables. More expenses than linear bus topology because of the cost of the concentrators will be there. This is the disadvantages of a star topology. After that, ring topology is there. In this, the ring topology, each computer is connected directly, which is having a connection of the directed connection to other computers. In ring topology, data moves down. Whenever data is moves down in one way path, whenever we are using a one way path from one computer or if the next computer is the recipients, it accepts the data. Otherwise, it applies it and sends it to the next computer down in the path only. This is about a ring topology. Any break disrupts the entire network builder. This is if any break in disrupts the entire network, removes. Flow of message will be there in these computers, which is connected to the other computers, and the next one is a next connection of the next computer, and the next one is the next computer will be there, which are a ring topology, which was connected to the one to next and next one to next and next one to last one. First one will be there. This is about a ring topology. And then advantage of a ring topology, this is system provides equal access for all computers, performing is even despite many users. Advantages of a ring topology, system provides, which having a system provides equal access for all computers, performance is even despite many users. This is the main advantage of a ring. And disadvantages of a ring is the topology is in this of one computer can impact the rest of that topology, and network problems are hard to isolated, which are having whenever failure of one computer can impact the rest of that topology, and network problems are hard to isolated, and network recognition disrupts operations. So this is the disadvantages of ring topologies. After that, mesh topology is there. Each computer is directly connected to every other computer. In this mesh topologies, every computer is directly connected with other computers. Complex and wired and connections increase rapidly with the increase of computers to the connection. Whenever we are using complex or wired and connections increases rapidly with the increase of the computer to connect. For n computers, n of n minus 1 by 2 cables are required, which is used for n computers. Whenever we are using n computers, that are the cables required. N of n minus 1 by 2 cables are required. Today rarely used only in a WAN environment because the mesh topology fault tolerant will be there. Rarely we are using a WAN environment because of the mesh topology fault tolerant will be there, which is having as shown in the figure, mesh is having connection, all the connections and each other, every connection having both are others. And then next one, advantages of mesh will be there. System provides increasing redundancy and reliability as well as easy of troubleshooting, which is having main advantages, which is maintaining the increased redundancy and reliability. And disadvantages of mesh will be there. Topology system is complex, whenever expensive to install, which is having very expensive for installing because it uses a lot of cabling. And consideration when choosing a topology, money and length of cable and needed future and growth cable type, these are the consideration when choosing a topologies. And then media access, the next one topic is the media access, carrying sensors on multiple access with the collisions detections, that is CSMA by CD we are calling with, used in Ethernet networks. When a protocols, we are using this type of networks when a protocol that uses CSMA CD has a data to transmit. In this, it first senses of a single is already on the wired or a carrier, indicating that someone is transmitting currently. If no one else is transmitting, it attempts and transmission and then listens to hear if someone else tried to transmit at the same time. If we are trying one else is transmitting, if attempts a transmission and then listens to hear if someone else tried to transmit at the same time. In that cases we are using multiple access collision detection. And if someone else transmits at the exact same time someone else transmit this connection media, a connection known as a collision occurs. In this case we are facing collision occur. All are trying to one transmitting. Both the sender back off and the don't transmit until someone random period of time has passed, which is having a time period has passed. Don't both senders back off and don't transmit until some random period of time has passed. They then both retry. In that cases they are both retry will be there. In the media access, the condition carrier sends multiple access with the collision detections in CSMA, which we are having. So many systems as shown in the figure, those are many systems will be there. In this carrier sends A, B, C, D, and like the systems are there. Multiple access are having A, B, C, D and D will be there. A having some accessing and D only having some accessing. Collision then occur. In this case we are having some collisions, both are trying at a time. That is collision detection backup and algorithm. Whenever we are using the backup algorithm, in that jam will be there. Both are trying it at the same time. In that cases where the jam will be there in that systems. In this media access, token passing will be there, which is having token passing uses a special packet called a token. The first computer turned on creates the token. It then passes the token on the next computer, which is having a token to the next computer. The token passes around the network until a computer that has a data, which is having some data, taken the token of the network and modifies it, which is having modifies and puts it back on the network along with the data it has to send, which is having the data it has to send. And each station between the senders and the receivers along the networks reads the destination address in the token. Every station in between senders which will be sender having there and the receivers along the network will be there, and reads the destination address which having the token. And if the destination address does not match its own, which is whenever the destination address does not match, in that case the station simply sends the packet on its way only. When the destination station recognizes its address in the destination address of the token, the NIC copies, which is having NIC copies the data into the station memory and modifies the token and indicating it has to the receiver's data. After that, the token continues around the network, which is having around the network until the original sender receives the token back again, which is wait until the original sender receives the token back again. If the original sender has more data to send, the process repeats itself, which is having itself, it will be repeat if the sender modifies the token to indicate that the token is free for everyone to use. This is the original sender has. And with this method there are no collisions. There is no collisions as in CSMA CD networks, because everyone has to have permission, which is having everyone has to having some permission will be there to transmit via the token. For that the above problem solving we are using this type of tokens. And then media accessing there. Some media access is there, that is the token passing. Token is traveling along the ring only, which is having some A, B, C, D will be there. This is used for the traveling along the ring. We are passing the data. This is about today topics are I covered all topics in the computer networks in this lecture. Thank you for watching this video.